This is News 8 at 9.
Right now on WQAD News 8 at 9, lost and found. Police are patrolling large parking lots to find stolen cars, how it can only take seconds to recover them. And raising awareness after an Iowa family lost their daughter to a motorcycle accident. The mother is teaching others how to stay safe on the roads. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight for News 8 at 9. I'm Johnny Gendrich. Topping our news tonight, officers are looking everywhere to recover stolen cars. They say large parking lots have become a dumping ground for them. Iowa State Trooper Dustin Henningsen goes down row by row, scanning plates into his computer to find the stolen cars. The system comes back in seconds to tell him if the car is stolen or not. He typically enters around 300 to 400 plates a day, and he finds about one stolen car every week. Just this afternoon, he found a stolen red Kia in Davenport, taken just a few blocks away from where it was dropped.
That's a good feeling because with the amount of stolen vehicles that we've had in Davenport, trying to recover all of them is a full-time process.
Just last month, Trooper Henningsen found a car in a Davenport motel parking lot that was stolen by a Kansas man who was wanted for murder. A Sterling man is sharing his concern for the future of a nonprofit company that hires people with disabilities. The Department of Labor says SelfHelp enterprises violated labor laws and occasionally paid workers with gift cards. SelfHelp in Sterling is a nonprofit recycling, packaging, and pallet manufacturer. WQAD talked with a man whose sister has worked there that is, for 20+ years, starting back in the 70s. He says SelfHelp gave her a sense of accomplishment.
I think the whole idea was to be kept busy in a community setting, not by yourself in a room doing something, but she did numerous things, but the thing that she was the proudest of was threading those little turnbuckles together.
Before the investigation, SelfHelp had permission to pay under the minimum wage, but now it has to pay workers at least that much, and it has to pay back 2 years worth of wages. Well, this week started out with a gorgeous day outside. Storm Track 8 Chief Meteorologist James Zahara is in the Weather Center right now with the first check of your forecast. Hi, James.
Hey, Johnny. Yeah, sure did. Plenty of sunshine out there. Dry humidity. So temperatures had no problem reaching right around 80 degrees for daytime highs. You can see across the board around 79 degrees that we had in Clinton, 80 degrees in LaSalle, Peru, Peoria, 80 degrees in Iowa City, even got as high as 81 degrees in the Quad Cities. Temperatures are slowly cooling off there. A lot of upper 60s across the board, with the exception of the Quad Cities. 65 degrees. Skies are clear. Winds are fairly light. That's some good news. But with this air being fairly dry, I think this number is going to fall pretty quickly. We'll be in the 50s as early as, well, in the early morning hours, and will likely continue to fall. Looks like right around 50 degrees by around sunrise or so. So a pleasantly cool starter will be, but it will lead to another fabulous day once again. Now, of course, things will be changing in a big way after that, as we do have some scattered showers in the forecast. Show you where those showers are coming up in just a few minutes. Johnny?
Thank you, James. HESCO barriers are in place in Davenport in anticipation of flooding. The Mississippi River is expected to crest nearly 3 feet above flood stage by Friday. Well, Modern Woodman Park, of course, is no stranger to that high water. The stadium uses removable panels to keep the field dry and keep the season on schedule.
I get definitely anxious and worried. I mean, I'm probably sitting here constantly just waiting to see the water come up, but as soon as we kind of get the call saying, yeah, we should be good, then I'm at ease. So that's nice.
Bandits have games scheduled for Tuesday and Wednesday night. One person is in the hospital tonight after a car hit a motorcycle just outside of Bluegrass, Iowa. It happened off Highway 61 near Coon Hunters Road. Police shut down part of the highway for about an hour today. A Medforce helicopter was also on scene. No one ended up having to be airlifted, but police say one person was taken to the hospital. Police say the car was trying to turn onto Coon Hunters Road when it hit the motorcycle.
Other drivers that are on the road, make sure that they're keeping out for those smaller vehicles that are out because sometimes they just don't see them. They're used to looking for smaller cars and bigger trucks.
Police are not releasing the condition of the motorcycle driver at this time. An Iowa woman is trying to help others after her daughter was killed in a motorcycle accident. Phil Reed explains how she's raising awareness for all drivers on the road.
A horrific experience that our whole family went through. Not just our family, but all of our family's friends.
It's been almost 4 years since Rhonda Ringer's daughter, Serena, died in a motorcycle accident. She said Serena, who was 26, was heading to the gas station when it happened.
He made a illegal left-hand turn, they call it a lethal left-hand turn, in front of her. The first words that he said was that he thought he had more time.
She died a day later at a hospital, Serena leaving behind 2 children and was engaged at the time.
She was a crucial chain in our family link that is missing now.
Ringer has been spending the last 2 years promoting motorcycle awareness in honor of her daughter.
Motorcycles are smaller, making them harder to see.
She gives presentations at Open Road Driving School in Washington.
The first thing that you always hear in a motorcycle accident is, I didn't see the motorcyclist, or I didn't see them. And so it's being more aware and looking for the motorcyclists out there.
Ringer says she's trying to prevent other families from feeling the pain she's felt.
We talk a lot about motorcyclists wearing protective gear, the pants, the helmets, the gloves, the goggles, and that type of stuff, eye protection. But the key point to motorcycle awareness is to prevent the accident from ever happening.
The family is planning a memorial ride for Serena later on this month. Students and the driver are recovering tonight after a school bus crashed over the weekend in Clinton County. Police say Ann Clausen lost control of the bus near Charlotte, Iowa on Saturday night. 19 students and 2 adults were on the bus when it rolled over. 2 students and the bus driver are still in the hospital. Clausen has been a driver with the district since 1969. Illinois Governor Bruce Rauner has announced $1 billion initiative aimed at helping those who are struggling with drug abuse and mental illness. Beginning July 1st, Illinois will begin investing $2 billion in federal funds to try out 10 pilot programs. The pilots will help state leaders address dozens of issues that are impacted by behavioral issues, including mental health, violence, public safety, and the opioid crisis. Plus, it will lower costs for taxpayers and patients, as well as being quality care to those in need.
I can honestly say that over these 20 years, I've never seen this level of collaboration across state agencies to bring something to the state that holds such enormous promise to impact so many people's lives.
Today, we hear you. Today, we see you. And today, we're doing something about it.
The Better Care Illinois is a 5-year Medicaid waiver from the federal government. A warning tonight from Bettendorf police about people going door to door claiming they're collecting money to send to troops overseas. Police say there's a group of 4 people. They claim they're part of a nonprofit organization called Warrior Box Marketing that sends care packages to the military. But police say the group is a for-profit and not legitimate. They also may use other names, including Vision Packaging, Patriot Packaging Sales, and Boxes for Heroes. Police gave the group a warning for soliciting without a license. The Movers for Moms campaign is happening all week. Donations go to Winnie's Place. That's a shelter that helps women and children get out of violence or homelessness. 2 men in a truck will collect supplies on Wednesday here at the WQAD News 8 station in Moline. For a list of what the shelter needs, head to WQAD.com. Search Movers in the search bar. Still ahead on News 8 at 9, Out and About. A new trial is coming to Moline. How bikers, walkers, and runners will soon be able to hit 2 states during their workout.